truck, small on a tour bus, more pork cup, toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. And now they'll throw with Lance. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to...
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, the same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one caught by Beasley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Lance now on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards there for number 15. They'll run with Mitchell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Lance on the keeper. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from a big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Down to about the 45. Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
Now Smith. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Walker. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal. Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And his throw here is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Rolling to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have a Niners first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Gold is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And some room to work. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to Walker on first down. They juked him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Walker with another carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Straight ahead, Walker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the red zone now, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That was so well-timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Decision there, no one open, he just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Off of play action, here's Lance. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Mitchell, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Gold is good, and that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Throwing now, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
137 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ayuk to return it from his and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. He finds his man Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And some space here.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed